Good afternoon. You may be seated. Oh, got some mood lighting here. Okay, good afternoon. My name is Dr. Francina Town, and I'm the program director for the MSBS program. It's my pleasure to extend greetings to all of you gathered here today. It is indeed an honor to induct these new students into the Master of Biomedical Sciences program. Here at Rocky Vista University, this is our 4th annual MSBS Induction ceremony, and these students will be part of our 8th class of master students. They will be the class of 2024. Today you will hear from many speakers, one of our deans, a former MSBS student, as well as some of our talented MSBS faculty members. We would like to welcome our MSBS alumni that are in attendance and our faculty that are in attendance. Please stand for a round of applause. And of course, many of you would not be here without the people sitting behind you. We want to thank your families for being here. They will not only be providing emotional support, maybe also some financial support. So if the families wouldn't mind standing so that your students can give them a round of applause as well. All of us, including the peers sitting next to you, represent the network, the community, and the family here at RVU. We will be here to teach you, support you, and guide you through these next 9 months. I am excited and honored to start off these proceedings for our white coat induction ceremony today. I would now like to invite Dr. Dean Gubler, Director of the Military Medicine Program and Interim Dean, to the podium to deliver a welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Town. Welcome. Thank you, students, for the opportunity to speak to you for a few minutes this morning. And also, it is a true privilege for me to welcome family, friends, faculty from the leadership of Rocky Vista University. They made a mistake. They offered me a microphone. And I'm a mood speaker. And so I wait until the day of so I can really think about what I want to say that particular moment. And what struck me today is, what do you say to a group of master's degree program students to make them feel that they are key to the functioning of a university? And as I went down that thought process, it occurred to me a country western song by Garth Brooks. And it talks about going to a hometown football game and running into his old girlfriend. And the theme of the song is, thank God for unanswered prayers. I doubt any of you have a recollection as a child of growing up saying, you know, I want to go to college and then I want to extend it a year before I go to medical school. Well, you may be the luckiest people in the world. I'm going to share a little bit of my journey, not all of it. You'll be thankful for that. But my life is full of unanswered prayers. If I would have had it my way, my plan, growing up in Twilla, Utah, that I would have graduated from Twilla High School. That followed. I did that part. I then would have gone to the University of Utah, would have gone to the University of Utah's medical school, and then likely did a residency somewhere close in the Intermountain West. And at this point in my life, I will have traveled outside the state of Utah, but truly would have only experienced living in Utah. And that's a fairly narrow scope compared to the rest of the world. So my plans changed, and I adjusted to the new experiences. And I found every time that happened to me, I got a lot more out of it than I gave. So I didn't get accepted to the University of Utah. I got accepted to the DO College at Des Moines, Iowa. First off, what is Des Moines? And second off, what is this whole DO thing really about? And at the time, it was a very expensive medical school. It was one of the top handful in the country for cost. And I didn't really have a good way to pay for it, so I looked around and joined the Navy on the scholarship program. Never wanted to be in the military, hadn't considered being in the military. As a matter of fact, when I got my draft number, 330, I knew I was never going to be in the military. Well, I joined the Navy so I could pay to medical school, and I was going to be in for 36 months, not a moment longer. Then I decided I really wanted to be a general surgeon and ran into the harsh reality that in those days, my welcome was this: you will never be a surgeon in the Navy as a DO. So I looked around. I got a residency in the Army, actually, at Tripler. Thought I had outfoxed the Navy, but no, they told me they owned me, and they sent me to family practice in Bremerton, Washington. Well, incredible experience being a family practice intern. Wouldn't have picked it, but I loved every minute of it. So then I had to figure out, how am I going to become a surgeon in the Navy when they have already made it clear they don't want me? And so I looked into operational medicine, always a little intrigued about flying, but not enough to give 4 years of my life. But that was the path. Once again, I had the greatest opportunity because I didn't even know about it. I took it and spent 4 years as a Navy flight surgeon. I wouldn't change those 4 years for anything. Ultimately, I was accepted to training in the Navy, and the Navy sent me to the University of Washington to be a fellow. But all of those things weren't my choices. They weren't really the way I viewed my life. And I guess I should mention in there that along the path I met my wife, who was a Navy nurse from the East Coast, and I wouldn't have ever met her if I had stayed in Twila. So I have to say that every time just so she knows I like her. So I congratulate you as you start on your journey. You will have a very big family around you in addition to the family that are here honoring you today. Reach out to your faculty, reach out to me. We want you to be at home, and we know without a doubt you'll be successful.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gubler. I would now like to invite one of our MSBS alumni to the podium. Please help me in welcoming student Dr. Alicia Murphy.
Hello, Rocky Vista MSBS cohort. It is my pleasure to welcome you all here today. Soon, you'll embark on a special journey that I myself had just begun over a year ago. As for me, my journey didn't turn out as planned. I found myself with a well below average MCAT score and no time to retake it. I had no backup plan. Soon after, I Googled how to get into medical school without taking the MCAT. Lucky for me, I found Rocky Vista. In a short period of 2 months, I ditched my plans to apply as a traditional medical student and packed up my life in Wisconsin and moved across the country here to Utah. Little did I know that that decision would be one of the best decisions that I have made. Throughout my time here at Rocky Vista, I have met some of my best friends, improved my rock climbing skills, went on some amazing hikes, and most importantly, created an academic foundation that strengthened my passion for medicine. As for any journey, yours may feel different than mine. At times, you may feel apprehension or the occasional sleep deprivation, but always remember your why. As you'll hear many times throughout the year, why are you here? Why do you do this every day and every night? But if you remember your why, then in times of doubt, you'll have the strength to persevere and remember that you are here for a greater purpose. During your time here at Rocky Vista, you'll face many challenges. Your mindset through these challenges will mold your experience here. With that said, I leave you with these 3 tips for success. Tip number 1, embrace the challenge. Over the next 9 months, you'll be pushed academically and personally. Don't shy away from the challenges that you face, but use them as stepping stones in developing who you are. Tip number 2, expect failure. Throughout this program, each of you will experience failure in a unique way. These failures do not define your potential. It is important to look at each failure, no matter how big or small, as an opportunity for personal growth. Without my failure of an inadequate MCAT score, I wouldn't be standing here today. It's the unexpected failures that lead to the greatest outcomes. Lastly, tip number 3, enjoy the journey. Go on that hike that you've always been wanting to do. Take time and spend it with your loved ones and cook yourself that homemade meal. It's okay to take breaks. It will only benefit you in the long run. At times, you may find yourself questioning why you chose to do a master's program. Believe in your potential and remember that through this journey, you'll build friendships, relationships, and an academic foundation that will make you stronger. Soon, you may find yourself 2 coffees deep into an Anki deck or standing on a chair to fill that last corner of the whiteboard. But no matter where you find yourself, know that you belong here. As always, don't hesitate to reach out to colleagues, faculty, or even myself. As you look outside your classroom at Red Mountain, remember that the best views come after the hardest climbs. A huge congratulations to you again on being here, and let your journey begin. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alicia. I'd now like to invite one of our very talented MSBS faculty members to the podium. She is also your assistant director. She's going to share with you the significance of our MSBS professional code. Dr. Terward.
In healthcare, white coats have many historical meanings, ranging from cleanliness to purity. The master's students at RVU are given white coats as well, in part for their symbolic meaning and in part for the message that these coats convey. White coats are recognized symbols of healthcare professionals. Your white coats today will be part of your journey and growth into becoming an informed, professional, and compassionate agent of healthcare-related change. You are embarking on a voyage of discovery towards a master's degree in biomedical science. Biomedical science is a field of knowledge which holds its fundamental grounding to be knowledge of the human body, of the patient and the public that will eventually be served by the wearer of this coat. Your odyssey is not just an understanding of the human body, but also an understanding of the human condition, of human uniqueness. You are and will be a servant of your community, a group determined to help people, to help their society through their medical training. Your training will not stop with healthcare, however. You will also be responsible for embodying the core principles of a professional. When you go out into the community for service learning in your humanities course, you are a professional. When you participate in certain educational opportunities, you are a professional. When you learn more about the craft, you are a professional. Donning this professional coat will be a constant reminder of the high calling you have chosen to pursue. Our charge to you is that over time, you find yourself symbolically wearing your white coat in all circumstances, representing your commitment to professionalism, excellence, honesty, compassion, and service. When you learn, when you help, when you serve, this professional coat that you put on today affirms your commitment to being a future professional with all that it brings and all that it requires. Thank you. we are now to the point, surely, that everyone has been waiting for, the presentation of the professional coats. The students will process to the stage and individually announce themselves. They will state their name, their home state, and the school where they earned their highest degree. If they're in the military or were formerly, they may also state their current or former rank and branch. Students will be coded by members of the MSBS alumni. You are all welcome to please cheer or applaud after each group of students is coded. Will the students please approach the stage?
Nicholas Padilla, Utah, Weber State University.
Casey Kennett, Utah, Dixie State University.
Adam Sage, Utah, Utah State University.
Gideon Smith, Utah, Utah Valley University.
Alexander Jones, Utah, Utah Valley University.
Chad Jordan, Idaho, BYU, Idaho.
Zachary Told, Idaho, Utah Valley University.
Braden Anderson, Utah, Utah State University.
Sarah Chaudhry, Utah, University of Utah.
Randy Hagan, Nevada, University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Nicole Cowan, Utah, Utah Valley University.
Vanessa Sarracin, Utah, University of Utah.
Imran Kayum, Texas, University of Texas.
Samantha Williams, Texas, UTL Science Center.
I don't know if you all noticed, but it looks like the students color coordinated their outfits. I already love this class. Will the new MSBS class please stand for another round of applause? On behalf of the Board of Trustees, administration, faculty, and staff at Rocky Vista University, we are excited to join you on your first steps in this important journey. These proceedings are now officially concluded. I do want to thank all of the people that made this ceremony happen. Thank you to all of our staff, Ms. Van Noy, and all of the others who helped this ceremony today. Families and friends are invited to greet the students in the lobby at the conclusion of the recessional. Will the audience please stand until the end of the recessional?